Hey everyone, Clay Plays Games here, and today I am back with another episode of LEGO Fortnite Odyssey. It's been a while since the last episode, but I'm excited to get back into it. But before I do, if y'all enjoy this episode and want to see more videos like this, let me know down in the comments below. Make sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to share this with your friends, share this with your family, share this with whoever. Make sure notifications are turned on so you never miss any of my videos when they go up. Also, if you feel like becoming a member, want to see these videos early, or just want to help out fund the channel, make sure to check out the link down in the description below, or the link on my channel page. And also, don't forget to use Clay Plays Games in the Fortnite item shop. That's ClayPlayzGames, all capitalized or all lowercase, all put together in a nice little row. So let's get into it. It's been about, I want to say 2, maybe 3 weeks since the last LEGO Fortnite episode I did. And then again, depending on when I recorded that episode, it might have been a little bit before that. So basically, it's been a while. But the last thing we were working on were new custom builds. The last thing I did was actually the restaurant. And I've been working a little bit here and there. Not a whole lot, just basically on some of the interior of the houses. I have decided to update them a little bit. Even though I probably could have done them on camera, I just chose not to. Also, in the last episode, I said I would fix the garden, and I have it. I want to say I have it pretty well handled. It looks better than how it did last time. And also, I've noticed that there's some changes with the game. When I hopped on today, I noticed that there were some updates to LEGO Fortnite. Not anything like really new. But by the time this video comes out, it'll already be a little while since this. But basically, it's just a bunch of bug fixes. Nothing to really worry about. But today, I'm going to try and work on the bridge, get this completed, and then we're going to try and do a whole new build. But I'm going to try and do this in a weird order. We're going to do the bridge first, then I'm going to show off what I've been working on in the houses. Then we'll do the new build, and then on my own, I might work on it and see how it turns out. But the first thing I want to do is probably get a floor plan, because I'm not entirely sure what kind of floor I would go with. I mean, I've always liked the rustic wide floor. It's basic, it's simple. I have no problem with it. Although the pirate plank one would also work. Let's do this. And I don't know how much wood I have on me. Is that going to be an issue? It's not. I can work with it. How much wood do I have on my person? I have enough. That's right. Okay. Yeah, so like I was saying, it's been a while. I've been busy with other projects. If you haven't seen, since by the time this video comes out, there's already several new little projects y'all might have seen. Star Ocean: The Last Hope, which was a suggestion given to me by Tom Gatos in the comments. So if you want to suggest games and things like that, also go ahead and leave those down in the comments below. I'm going to wait to place this last piece just because I'm not sure yet if I'm going to need it. Well, I might not. Oh, wait. Oh, I got a better idea. Salty Seaport. And then I just need... How far down can I get to go? I need this kind of in the ground. That'll be fine, I suppose. I'll just move the fence along this way. That'll work. Okay, so I'm gonna look through that. But yeah, I've just been working on other projects. Let me grab this. I've been working on some Stardew Valley, which is very fun, very exciting. Let me place some of this here. Working on more Bloodborne, or I've been working on more Bloodborne here and there. It's still a fun game. I highly recommend checking that series out. I did an episode of Elden Ring. I haven't done another one just yet. Along with that, I've done one episode. As of this recording, I've uploaded one episode of Monster Hunter Rise, and that was basically just me understanding the fundamentals. Fundamentals. Sorry, I have a rough time speaking here and there. Let me go ahead and get this placed. I can snap that together. I wasn't sure if I could. And one... Oh, I did the wrong piece the whole time, didn't I? Wait a minute. Huh. Well, now I feel weird doing that. Let me... Wasn't even paying attention. Too busy talking. It is hard to focus sometimes when I talk and I can't get most of what I'm doing done. So I need this one. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, so we're gonna have this done pretty soon. I want to do another bridge, but make it more of an arch. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Okay, so that's basically done. This is going to be the bridge. What I could do I have anything for lights? Let me go to lights. I want, like, lamp post. Well, let me see here. What is this going to do? That seems like too much in the way. This might be worth something. I'm gonna have them facing this way. Okay. I like that. So we have our bridge. Now I no longer have to worry about that. What I was saying was I want to work on a bridge that's more of an arch kind of pathway across the water. Don't know how I would do that, but I'm thinking the bridge is going to go that way and face it towards the mountain or the storm cave. So we'll have that there. The next house project thing I'm going to be working on today is in this little spot here. But before I do the rest of that, let's look in the houses. I'm going to say let's go into this one first, the Pleasant Park house, just because this, I think, has the least amount of work done, and then the other two kind of had a little bit of thought put in. There's nothing in this one. This one's still plain, still basic. Nothing in here yet. Honestly, I'm not sure what there will be, but we'll see what happens. We still got the pavilion here. I haven't worked on anything yet inside of this. But if we go in here, I've decided to inject a wall pretty much halfway, and there's no living room kind of furniture. That's what this is supposed to be. I'm thinking of putting a couch here, maybe. Probably a couch on this side, and then the TV or something related to it will be here. Some kind of entertainment system in a way. And then we have our ceiling fans, which I made sure they were center on both sides. So they are equal on both. It's weird. They're center and they're where they need to be. Like center of this, so that works. And then equal distance from each other is what I was trying to say. So we have them in the right spot, and then if we go in here, we have the kitchen. And I played around with this idea for a little bit when I first started building it, because I didn't know how I was going to do this wall here. Because I knew I wanted to have a bedroom, but I also knew I wanted a kitchen. And with how small this layout is, with all four houses, it's kind of difficult to determine where to put everything. So it's pretty much just a guessing game and trial and error. But we have 4 light systems up in the corners, and surprisingly, they're all evened out from each other. I don't know if those are the same distance. No, that's a little bit wider. Anyway, this is the kitchen side of things, and then we've got the main table with 1 chair, and whoever sits here can, read a comic from time and time again. As you can see, we've got a Marvel Avengers comics, and today I'm playing as Superman, so, conflicting rivals, Marvel versus DC. Then in here we've got the bedroom, which it looks pretty nice. And I know I probably could have done this stuff on camera, but this is something that I thought would be easier if I did by myself, and it wouldn't take up too much time on y'all's end. Y'all wouldn't have to waste a lot of time watching me kind of go back and forth on making up ideas and making a few mistakes. But somehow I've done fairly well, I think, with this house. So let me know in the comments what you think. I'm not gonna label them with like certain descriptions. Just Pleasant Park House is essentially what it's gonna be. So let me know what y'all think about it. There are windows up in the attic side, but there's nothing in there. There's no way to get to the attic. I thought about doing that, but it was a back and forth because there's really nowhere to put it on the bottom floor for stairs. So I think the next one we're gonna check out is I'm gonna say the restaurant, but I want to do this during the day. That way y'all can see it. And I apologize if my voice sounds a little rough. I am a little bit tired. I had a rough night last night. Sleep till morning. Okay. So we're gonna kind of get replenished, headed back out, and I'm gonna show you all the restaurant, which it took me a little bit of work. I added some more detailing. I added a piece to the top of the roof, but in here I actually made a full-on diner area. So we got two table sections, 2 chairs, evenly distanced, evenly placed. We have your spaces for sauce, extra plates if you need them. Don't know why. We got some billboard, not really a billboard. What would you even call this? I'm not entirely sure. I think it hangs up here. Hold on, I should have it. Bulletin board, that's what that is. We have 2 of those. I just thought, why not? It adds more detailing, so I decided to add 2. Even though they're the same sign, I tried to make a menu sign, because the other one I was going to do was this one, but I don't have any mahogany wood just yet. But picture this as like a McDonald's menu or something like that. But here we go with the counter, register, sauces, napkins, whatever you need. I wish I could really make this more of a village and assign villagers to work like an actual restaurant job, like The Sims. Like, that would be nice. Have them work actual jobs. So someone's eating here, someone wants food, they order. It kind of combines a little bit of brick life into regular Lego Fortnite. But in here, you kind of have your little pantry for storage. I don't know if I put anything in here or not. Nope, not yet. But I think we've done this before last time I worked on it. But in here is going to be the stove or the oven, and there is the 2 grills, which I haven't added anything new in here. Just I've left them the way they are. But I've added a crate box in here and a little storage pantry. So that's pretty much all that's here. I don't know what else I could add. I'd have to think about it, but there might be a thing or 2 that I could add later on. We'll see. But let me know what y'all think about the restaurant down in the comments. And the last one, which is the log cabin build. This one was the first one I worked on, and it looks pretty nice, I just gotta say. From the outside, looks nice, inside as well. In here, this is also kind of a living room situation. I put the same ceiling fan in the same spot pretty much on this side of the house. But I closed this area off here, and I probably couldn't have done that on the other house, the Pleasant Park build. But in here is supposed to be where the living room goes. I'm still working on getting wool fabrics actually, and then making several beds and, well, not beds, couches and chairs, whatever I can get to really make it look like a home, or more of a home. But then in here we've got pretty much the crafting stations section. We've got the crafting bench, the lumber mill, and a compost bin, which I noticed it while I was playing. This is a saw, or like a table saw. I never noticed that before until recently. So I wonder if this has always been the design for it. I'm trying to remember the previous ones with the upgrades. That's another thing I wish they would bring back. I know I've said this before in previous videos, but bringing back the upgraded crafting benches, I just love that idea. It gave me a reason to go out and farm those materials. It gave me a little quest to work on. But above the crafting bench, I've added 2 lights, a little picture frame of a car. I did that somewhere else too, in one of these rooms. I'm not sure. But we've added a little just a bunch of stuff under the staircase. Sorry. I did all this just to kind of fill in the room. And this is actually a little storage spot as well. We'll see what I put in there. But we have a closet here as well. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to put in all of these, but they're there for now, just in case I need them. I meant to press L1, not L2. And here we've got two beds, actually, instead of just one. And then opposite from them, we've got more storage chests with each section of the room having their own painting. So I like the one on the left more than the one on the right. But yeah, that's pretty much everything down here, along with the light sources. But if we go up here, it's a little, tight spot to squeeze through, but, there's plenty of room. There's nothing really here yet as far as decor or more stations. I added some more ceiling fans, and they're also evenly distributed. And I think those look pretty nice. I've added some storage cabinets over on these sides of the main window, and I replaced the side of the wall with this window frame, and I put in fence posts in the middle of these frames. You can't do them with those three up top, because if I could, I would. But this is just a block. I don't know what it really blocks. It just adds a one-way trip through the house. Hold on, I'm sorry. Let me take a drink. My throat is acting up. Okay. Sorry. My throat has been feeling a little dry today. I don't know why. Okay. Sorry. I was in my own little world for a second. So, we got all of the houses, well, almost all of the houses done, completely on the inside. Oh, hi. Hello. Where'd you come from? I have thin air. But I'm ready to get to work on this little section. I kind of went ahead and decided I was going to do the Pleasant Park builds just because I like the way they look. But the way I'm going to do this, that I can evenly distribute the pieces and make it an actually even spaced out house. You'll see what I mean. I actually have to do this in a weird way. Well, crap. I could have done that better, I think. But, watch, you'll see what I mean. I actually tested this out before. That should be right. And then... Okay. But like I was saying, I had to test this out before I started recording, just in case I messed up, and this is why I know now what it actually is. It's because I did my research. Wait, I'm sorry? Didn't it look like it snapped together for a second? At least the first time around? Okay, so see, now it's proper, like it's looking correct. I'm actually going to make sure this is done right. Okay, good. And then I could just work all the way around. And I think this is a little bit more than a... It's a 3x4, not a 3x3. The others are 3x3s. Just in case you're wondering. But with this being like a wide side of the build, the entire thing, the foundation... I have to do a 3x4. I mean, I probably could do a 3x3. I would just have to shrink some things down and make these sections a little bit wider. It works. I'm not worried about it. So, first thing I'm going to do... crap. I think that's correct. Yeah, that's right. See, I know my builds from time to time. Why'd I place another wall? I meant to place a doorway. Come on, y'all are supposed to be the ones that are keeping me in track. What are y'all doing? Okay. Sorry, I am an awful YouTuber. I don't think YouTubers act up this much. I'm sorry. Take that. Take that. However you will. I want to place windows now instead of later. It'll work. Actually. No, because I know I'm going to change it and I know how I'm going to do it. I'm just good like that. I'm just naturally gifted like that. So... Okay. Alright, now it's looking good. So we can finally get to work. What I'm going to do is make this more like a 2 or 3 story house. This is going to be the tallest one in the village. There'll be stairs. There'll be a main roof. There'll be a different kind of roof, I think. Let me do a different kind of flooring, though. I'll do this for each floor. I did farm up some more wood, marble, and granite. So I'm just seeing what I like most. Okay, I think I'm good with this one. I meant to press R2. I like it. I'm good with that. Okay. That's the thing with this game. There's so many different templates and designs for builds. You really have to, you know, kind of guess and see which ones work and which ones don't. I need to work on... Okay, let's do this. And this. Okay. So we've got that done. Oh, I need to break that build. I forgot about that. Okay. Alright, so I'm good to start working. I can get this done. I wouldn't say soon, but I can get it done. And with the rest of my time, I could talk to y'all. So, let's see what's been going on. I saw the Superman movie. I don't know if I talked to y'all about that last time. Maybe I did. But that movie was so much fun. I don't know if we're good to talk about it now. I don't really want to say spoilers. I mean, I don't know. The movie's been out for a while, so... what I felt like when I watched the movie, it felt like a comic. It felt like I was watching... It's like if you read a comic book, that's what it looked like when watching it. It just felt like another average... Not average, it was definitely not average. It was a very great movie. And in my honest opinion, I'd say it was the best Superman movie we've ever gotten. I'm saying that right now. I will die on this hill. I think the David Cornsweet Superman was the best Superman that we've ever gotten. Okay, so let me quickly go back to the floors. I don't know. I'd like to know what y'all think about, or what y'all thought about the movie if y'all saw it. It just had that... I don't know. It had that good feeling, you know? I was very happy with it. I know apparently some people weren't. I don't know how. It was a very good movie. And I know where I'm going to put the stairs, I think. At least for now, because I know I'm going to need some stairs in the future. So, for the time being, I'm going to go ahead and place them here. Just to get them set up. Well, you know what? Could that work? Or no, well, maybe. I'll probably end up doing stairs on one of these back walls. So expect a change in this house. Then I need to pretty much do all this again. And then Festival, Pleasant Park. Okay. But anyway, that's something I've meant to talk about. Probably may have forgotten. But yeah, I enjoyed the movie. And other news as well, we're getting a new Lego Batman game, which I played the Wii version of years ago. I don't think I ever beat the game. I think I got close, but I never finished it for some reason. But we're getting a new one. I think it's supposed to be more of like how they did maybe the Star Wars games, where it's kind of replaying the movies. I might be wrong, but that seemed like what it was like. Now, I watched the trailer, and it also made me think of the Arkham Asylum games, which, if you were around early enough on my channel, you may have seen the series that I did on Batman Arkham Asylum, or Return to Arkham Asylum. And that series is gone. I wouldn't say embarrassed, but I feel like I could have done better, and I want to revisit that game, and I may do a series on it in the future, like an actual series. Don't know why I said it that way, but maybe. I don't know. It's a thought. I need to figure out where these next set of stairs are going to go. I should have done this better. Okay, well, I'm not going to worry about that just yet. Interior stuff aside, I think I know what I've got planned as far as these builds go. So, don't you worry about a thing. I'm just going to finish up the roof, and then we're going to go from there. The plan, though, for the future is to get back onto the D&D style of things and do the 20-sided die roll that I've been doing before. We'll do that maybe in the next couple of episodes. We'll see. I do know that I need to roll for the village square. So if you don't know what that is, if you leave your name... Well, I know it's going to... I'm already going to be able to see your name. But if you leave a village name, a color for the village, and then the emblem, I'll add that to a list and then roll a d20 dice. Whatever it lands on, that person's village name will be selected. So that's how that works. That's how that is. There's been a few new additions to the list, oddly enough. I don't know when I'm going to officially roll that dice for those names. We'll see. I'm going to do a different roof, though, for this house. I don't think I did... Do I want to do the... I think so. I think it could look good. Yeah, I'll do that. I won't do the triangle roofs like I did the others. With this one being like the tip top, I think I'll make it more of a triangle point. Okay, I'm good with that. And I'm thinking the top floor is going to be more like a watchtower kind of room. Second floor might be the living space, like all the bedrooms and everything. That's just what's going on in my head about it. Okay. I think I should be able to build... Yeah, here we go. And then when I'm done, I'll jump onto one of the other houses. Oh, well, I'm out of wood. So... Am I seriously out of wood? Crap. Okay. Well, it looks like I gotta go farming for more wood. I thought I would have had plenty by this point, but I may have wasted it on other stuff. It was probably all the decor that I worked on. That's why. It's fine. I'll get more. It just gives me time to talk more. Great. Let me ruin my throat more by talking more. Another day in the life of YouTube. I don't know why I sound so cynical about it. Like, I love doing this. That's another thing. I love doing YouTube. I love sharing my experience with y'all. Despite all my stumbles and miswording, I still enjoy it. Hold on a second. Look, I'm not abiding I'm not abiding by my D&D rules, so I can fight these creatures all day long. And again, I love this Warhammer. It is my favorite, and it is the greatest weapon in this game. I don't care what any of y'all say. This is number one in the Hall of Weapons. Let me just bash this shell's brains in. I meant to say roller, but I called it a shell. Where'd you go? See ya. You only did 1 damage. That's another thing. When it's coming out of the rolling stage, it has like 5 seconds of durability, where it takes as much damage as it can, and it only does 1 damage for me. Doesn't make sense. I'm just gonna try and hurry up. And yes, this is a new axe compared to the last one y'all might have seen, and that was just because that axe, you know, got depleted. Done for, kaput. And I think I want to take on that brute, if I can. Oh, well. Never mind. Actually, I'd be fine taking on a brute today. Right? I think so. Actually, it's already busy fighting. I don't know if I really want to deal with that right now. 161 wood. You know what? Why not? Alright, buddy. It's me and you. Superman versus the giant kaiju creature. And I gotta say, that fight in Superman movie, or the Superman movie, hold on. I really liked the kaiju fight. And, hold on. Just the way Superman, you know, proves how much of a, not Boy Scout, that is the wrong term I'm thinking of. Not even a good soldier. I don't know how I'm describing it, and I'm sorry, you poor chicken. Okay. Hold on. I didn't mean for that to happen. Well, that's a first. That's wild. Okay. I fumbled the bag there because I was talking about Superman. Ignore that. Ignore that fight for a minute. Let me just go back and get my stuff again. Where is it? It's over there. Okay. Well, that was fun. I'm gonna head back. You know what? You do your thing. I was wrong to even bother you. You were just having yourself a snack. I see I was wrong, so I'm gonna take my stuff back and head home. That's what I'm gonna do. But not again. Not yet, at least. I was doing good till I wasn't. Okay, you're distracted. I'm gonna take that as my sign to go. Huh? Okay, well, you got me while I was distracted. Oh, you jerk. Oh my god, that's wild. Okay, well, it's a good thing I'm heading home. It won't follow me all the way to the bridge. Okay, we're heading home. That would have sucked. Imagine we got to about here and the thing's just right behind me, ready to step onto the first steps of the bridge. Okay. I'm good. I'm fine. Everyone relax. There will be new windows in the future. But I'm just going to use these steps for now and get the rest of the roof completed. If I can actually get back up to the roof. Hold on, I'm actually trying here for some reason. There we go. Okay. And place. Alright, so we're almost done with this. But what I was going to try and say during the whole thing, and I explained it poorly, and I kind of insulted Superman at the same time, but it was just the way he showed how much of a good doer, I guess. I don't know. He really proved he was Superman during that fight. And, well, I don't know why I'm going with that piece. It's not really a spoiler, but it's just a very, very interesting thing that they chose to do in the movie. During that kaiju fight, I think, was it... and I haven't seen the movie in a couple weeks, so I'm trying to remember if it was about to get stepped on or if it was about to be crashed upon. Anyway, Superman saves a squirrel from like during the kaiju fight, and I just thought, yeah, this guy is Superman. Nope, hold on. Also, I gotta get my tool back. But in that moment, I really believed he was Superman, just the way he just decided to save a squirrel. Out of all the, people there running in terror, he just immediately saves a squirrel. Like, like knowing he doesn't have to, but he did it anyway. Thought that was brilliant. Let me get this piece. I apologize if anyone didn't want to hear me ramble about Superman, but you got it anyway, so there's my 2 cents on it. It was a great film. I loved it. I think several more people, actually plenty of people love it, so I'm not in the minority here. Okay, I think that's it. So at first glance, not the best, not the best looking house, but with a little bit of work, I can really turn this into a fixer-upper, I think. So we've got that. Still gonna need to work on the garden at some point. What do I have on me that I could really use? I just want to see if I have any tools on me. Actually, there should be a chest. If I can find it. I don't think... It might be in this house. Yes, well, this one's all my food. This one's the seeds. I'll go ahead and plant the seeds, and then over time we'll start working slowly on adding more plots for gardens. But I think on this back row here, I'm going to do pepper, and up front I'll do wheat grain. Do I have what I need for the grain mill? I need 3 sandstone. And it's all connected to the chest, so I don't. I need 11. Man, I don't have a lot of stuff here, do I? I don't. Well, where can I put the stone breaker? Could it go over there? It could not. I mean, I could put it... It feels out of place if I did that there. I think maybe this area should also be a build and maybe a spot for stations. Or I could do this and have stations put here. Well, this is how I used to do things, because when it rained, you couldn't build or you couldn't use the stations. So, I know I should probably do the whole rolling thing, but I'm keeping that out of this little section of the series, just because I want to actually build a proper village that I like. So I need... How many do I need? Well, I could make a loom. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make a loom and get that finished up. So I need... And then those should be done pretty soon. Okay. So let me tell you on my plan. Windows pretty much everywhere. The inside's going to be very different. I probably could have done the outside differently too, but we'll see how it turns out. Once the windows are added, I feel like more of the detailing and the style will really come into play. Because it pretty much just looks like a bunch of brick walls layered on top of each other. That's really all it is. But I'm going to take this I don't remember how close they are to done. Where did I put it? I literally placed the granite breaker, the stone breaker, not even 2, 3 minutes ago, and I already forgot where I placed it. But nonetheless, I got that done. I don't have sand, do I? Okay, well, that'll be something to work on. Sorry, I was gathering my thoughts and I was just not really. I went out of it again. I'm having a really tough time. I need to get some proper sleep, I think. Uh, Let me place it here for now, and then we can work on that. I should have plenty of these, so I'll get those working. I could do a rune forge here, too. It wouldn't hurt. It really wouldn't. And plus it adds on to the village upgrade. So we'll get that done over time. Oh, I have enough for this. Okay. I'll actually go ahead and work on that. So, one here. One here. That makes everything up to a 3. I'll do this. So actually I'll extend it out another 1. So 4 rows of 4, and then we'll see how many I can put in the middle. But we're gonna have that being worked on over time. I need to go find some sand. I need to work on, granite slabs again. Might want to go ahead and do that now while I'm at it. And 10 of those. Okay. Sorry, I've been kind of rambling. I really didn't get much to say on my own besides what I was already working on. Because I was pretty much narrating everything I did this episode, I think. Or most of it. Basically, this village is close to done. And honestly, I think it looks really good. I might add some windows just so the thumbnail looks good. But other than that, I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this place. I'm happy with how it looks. I'll add something here in the middle to really make the center pop a little bit. And instead of a dirt foundation color, instead of it looking like a bunch of dirt for the foundation, just a bunch of brown turd dirt looking style, there's gonna be stuff. There's gonna be stuff here to add detailing and make it look better. But I'm happy with it. And hopefully y'all are too. I'd love to know y'all's thoughts on everything that I've built here so far. And hopefully y'all enjoyed this episode. If y'all did and want to see more videos like this, let me know down in the comments below. Make sure to leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to share this with your friends. Share this with your family. Share this with whoever. Make sure notifications are turned on so you never miss any of my videos when they go up. Also, if you feel like becoming a member, want to see these videos early, or just want to help out fund the channel, make sure to check out the link down in the description below, or the link on my channel page. And also, don't forget to use Clay Plays Games in the Fortnite item shop. That's ClayPlaysGames, all capitalized or all lowercase, all put together in a nice little row, and I will see you on the next one. So, with all that being said, thank you all so much for watching this video, and have a great day.